Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palates. I'm Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studio. With me today is Jiunn, Lou, Seth, guys, and from the Villiger Studios, it's John McTavish. How you guys doing?
Hey.
Hey, it's like approaching 60 degrees here. I don't it was 30 some odd degrees yesterday and it's 60 some odd degrees today. So almost normal regular smoking weather, which I'm pretty excited about.
Very nice. Yeah, we're mid 70s, so we're ready to go.
There you go. Let's do this.
All right, so today we're talking about the Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust Me Querida Triqui Traca number 448. Cigar is a short Robusto, 4-inch by 48. Comes out of the Knox factory in Nicaragua. Wrapper is Connecticut Broadleaf number 1 dark. Binders from Nicaragua, fillers from Nicaragua and the Dominican Republic. Blended by Steve Saka. Price point is $8.95, and cigars released in January of 2022. Make sure you take note of that. It was released in January of 2022.
That's impossible. You can't release cigars at the beginning of the year. They all have to be released in November.
Yes.
Everyone knows this, Steve. Jeez.
All right. So with all that out of the way, Jiunn, what was your overall experience like with this?
I liked it. There was I thought it was good quality broadleaf, Connecticut broadleaf. Medium full, like so it's got like a nice viscous kind of body to it, which I kind of find it as a metric of a good broadleaf experience. A lot of cocoa, a lot of this like, got this like a little bit of this like sweetened condensed milk chocolate going on. There's a little bit of heat coming off, some like some dry red pepper spice. Got this cool like barnyard funk to it as well. Yeah, I thought this was proper broadleaf. Would love to smoke more of these for sure.
All right, Seth, what were your thoughts?
I was not as blown away with it as June was. So I was getting earth, leather, spice, roasted coffee, some cedar and cocoa, just kind of throughout. I didn't find as much, transitioning, just kind of right there in your face. Let's see, what did I remember as medium in strength all the way, kind of beginning to end. So yeah.
All right, John, what were your thoughts?
I mean, I think to appreciate this cigar, you really should be smoking it in the cold weather environments, because it's a short little powerhouse. And I like that it doesn't trade complexity for power, which sometimes is the case with some blends. I think Steve does it right. For me, first started off with nice wood baking, the delayed baking spices that weren't overpowering on the palate and they weren't overpowering on the post draw. Very medium, nice, sweetness, syrupy wood baking spices. I'm like, yeah, this is all really nice. Second, third added some chocolate and a little bit of mild earth, which just kind of, rounded out a little bit. And, again, like medium, maybe slightly medium full at times, but, amped up maybe more than the regular meat Queridas, but still, normal. And then the molasses was pleasant, still baking spices, molasses and wood. So, less of the intense spices, but just not as complex as the first 2/3. So, pretty good. Burn was perfect. I had a weird draw though, pretty resistant for me. So, maybe you want that with a smaller cigar because it slows down the smoking time, but it's pretty resistant for me. But overall, I mean, I'd smoke these all the time. It's a nice cigar. I got an hour and 15 minutes out of it. So I suppose you could smoke it faster than that, but worked for me.
Yeah, for me, the cigar started with musty toasted oak and baking spice. I got some dark earth that joined in fairly quickly, as well as some cocoa powder, and spice transitioned to black pepper. Second, third saw the pepper and cocoa depart, and a cardboard note kind of joined in for a bit. Then the final third saw some creaminess and black pepper join. I thought the construction was perfect on the sample I smoked. Cigar started well, had some nice rich flavors to it. Second, third lost some complexity and it kind of added that cardboard note. Which dropped the profile down a level, but the final third picked back up in the enjoyment department, which is not typically what I expect. Usually once the cigar drops, then that's kind of it for the cigar. But it didn't maintain the richness that the previous versions of this cigar did. But it's still kind of sandwiched those enjoyable thirds into it. So definitely a cigar I'd be up for smoking more of. You see a price point sub $10, but you have to remember this is a pretty small cigar, so it's still it's not like a super duper deal in regards to price, but it's a good cigar, and I'd smoke more of them. All right, let's get into the scores. I'm going to start at the top with me at 6.82. Jiunn was next at 6.72.
Sorry. You were the top.
Yes, I was the top.
Wow.
6.82. John gave it a 6.37, and Seth gave it a 5.65. So starting with me, the score matches up well. It was a good flavor profile. Had perfect construction. That's what gets it into those high sixes. If it could have just dodged that kind of cardboardish note in that middle third, I'd probably be in the sevens on this one. But good cigar. I think the best cigar I've smoked this year. So yeah, Jiunn 6.72.
Oh, this is gonna hit our top list this year already.
Oh yeah.
So fast, so early.
January.
What happened? No, this is quality broadleaf. This is when I think about, Saka. When I think about broadleaf, and give me someone that a good Connecticut broadleaf cigar. Saka is one of the people I definitely go towards in the experience of a good Connecticut broadleaf. So, and this is no different. I wouldn't say that's necessarily like stronger, like what the Triqui Traca is supposed to be, but it definitely has all those like rich chocolatey notes that I look for.
All right, John, 6.37.
Yeah, it matches up well. Obviously, I had a bit of a draw issue. Taking the draw aside, flavor wise, I think it should be upper in the 6.6s. And it is kind of funny because, like you said, it's kind of one of the better cigars I've smoked this year by a very wide margin. So, I don't know. Steve's probably got some other stuff to compete with himself later this year, but maybe Steve is going to have a sweep if this keeps up because, everything else seems to be a very, very distant fifth to this. Seth?
Yeah, I need to come back to this cigar. I don't think I would ever be as high on it as you guys are in general. I just have never been. It's anytime any guys take something and wants to make it a little bit stronger or make it a little bit more amped up, it usually doesn't rock my world. But I do like the size. It's just you come back to it. Wasn't blown away though. I'd still probably smoke it though. If I had to buy it, I'd still buy it. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not $17, which is nice.
Yeah, it's a good price.
Like
All right.
everything else.
Final thoughts on this from you guys.
He could release this in a Lonsdale. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I would be interested in some of the checking it out of the Vitolas.
He did that. Todos Los Dias. Remember when he did the Lonsdale and the Todos Los Dias? Was that what he did?
It was like thick Lonsdale. Was it thick Lonsdale?
It was a thick Lonsdale.
Yeah.
And he's never done that for like Mi Querida or the Triqui Traca, and that would be cool to see, I think.
Maybe they didn't sell, right? Maybe put them out and they had lackluster shelf performance. But Steve at his heart is a traditionalist. It's like, come on, Steve, throw one out for the rest of us.
I thought those Lonsdales did well. I know we all loved them.
I mean, I can't imagine they wouldn't.
Right.
But,
yeah, he should do it.
Give Steve more broadleaf. That's stop wasting broadleaf on crappy cigars and give broadleaf to Steve.
Good idea. All right. If you just catch this video on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to us. But also check out the full written review on the website, developmentpalates.com. Follow us on the social media channels, and you catch all of our review recaps on podcasts. So iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next one.